podcast. I'm your host, Brian, Mr. Ray Reynolds Maxwell. Today, I have two of my fellow comrades and business partners from Savage Combat Sports, Antoine Roman Curtis and Casey, Mr. Old Man Concrete.
Mr. Old Man.
How y'all doing today, fellas?
Doing well, sir.
Sorry, thank you. Say it a little louder. My old ass couldn't hear you.
Thank you for having me on your podcast. I am greatly honored.
Oh, is that how we rock it?
Do the whole podcast like that.
How you doing today, Casey?
I'm out here. It don't
If
matter.
you-
What'd you say?
I said I'm out here. It don't matter now.
You see you out here, huh? I'll see you outside. So, today's topic, we're going to be talking about being in business together and talking about the future and some of the present stuff that has gone on with Savage Combat Sports. So, like Casey just said, and I just said, we outside today. So gentlemen, I'm going to kick it off by saying Savage Combat Sports, we're on a comeback tour as of this fall. I'm putting y'all on the spot as of right now. We're coming back this fall, so ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned.
Last time we talked about it.
Yeah. Actually, we haven't even talked about it.
Yeah.
Really, like, we not.
You kind of just brought it up.
Yeah.
I mean, you know me, I'm a on the spot, very random as hell type of person. But, let's kick it off by saying that, we've all been in business together since 2018. We started, I'm going to say 21 17. I don't know. We started Savage Combat Sports in 2018, and, we've dropped some shirts, some hoodies, and,
It's different apparel and merch.
yeah, different apparel merch, stickers, tank tops, hats, and on the up and up, it was pretty, we had a good run, and until the beginning of COVID, we had a decent stock worth of things, and then, like I said, the beginning of COVID messed us up a little bit, slowed things down.
That's just some COVID killed us.
Just a little
We
bit.
killed a lot of
Yeah,
shit.
we couldn't do
Yeah, we couldn't do
anything
shit.
to move merchandise.
Yeah.
Shit, we couldn't hand out a goddamn shirt.
The algorithm took a big
Yeah.
old shit on us and everything else with social media and everything else too. It was just a bad time.
Yeah, motherfuckers afraid to buy shit. Is this COVID proof and shit like that? Like,
But yeah, man, we was on lockdown at the beginning, so we couldn't, articulate and throw out designs and be outside. We were stuck in the house, and some of us were blessed
and
to be able to go to work. And
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I think this time where I think people are getting too comfortable. Not to think about clothing stuff like Nikes and shirts like that. People get too comfortable that it's around, and I think like once we stopped, I think people like kind of missed it. Well, not kind of missed it. You definitely missed it. So like, I'm sure you get
It's a supply and demand type.
Yeah,
So, I honestly, I think we needed to find a way to make people more, not really make people more, appreciate it more. And so, you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure you got a bunch of requests, and
Hell yeah, man, for sure.
And I'm sure you got a bunch of requests for it, and like I have too. And I told them that we'll bring it back out. Just when we get to the point, and I guess now we're to the point in the fall, which is good. So for all those people that's been asking for shorts and everything else, we know a lot more people are fighting now, so a lot more people want shorts and shirts and stuff like that. So, we took how long did we take? Like 2 years?
2 years.
It's
It's been
so it
since
was-
2021. 21.
I think it was 2020 that I probably said that I couldn't.
Yeah. So about 3 years.
It was just taking up too much time and everything else trying to keep up with like because even though it was COVID-19 and everything else caused us, 2020 that really speaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And
We couldn't do much with the page and everything else. I think that I had some frustrations and everything else with this page activity.
it's the content
I
to
watched,
the right side of it.
Yeah, I watched everything just die off like so quickly. And I mean, the first time we saw real business and everything else was the time that we did the show at EWC, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we did like $700 and some in merchandise sales that night.
Yeah, that was big. Shout out to everybody for
and
that
Air
one.
Fight, who was there with us, did $15 in merchandise. And Air Fight was the big thing around here.
Yes, sir. Facts.
So at that point, we kind of figured out that we had a little bit of a niche. Expand. We ended up at Kim's Place. We did a lot of business up there too.
Hell yeah, that was actually going to Titans of the Cage. Shout out to Kim and Greg Green for allowing us to be able to sell our product at their shows. And you know, we done pretty well there. And you know, like we were talking about earlier, when COVID started, you know, we were not necessarily tapped out, but it put us on hold. But
Niggas
you
was
know,
stressed. I can say it.
Yeah.
And I said that in case you didn't say that.
I put in a whole order like during the COVID thing, right? Like y'all remember the Parabellum shirts?
yes,
I
sir.
ordered the Parabellum shirts, and I ordered the Reaper tank tops and everything else. And you know, I don't think that you guys were able to put in on that time. We were all financially tight as shit at
Yeah.
that time, right?
Shit get
Like,
crazy.
I don't think anybody understands. Like, I fucking went into debt over this shit. Like, I like with credit card purchases and everything else, and then I sat on this merch for like a year and a half.
Yeah, for sure.
And finally, I got to the point where I was like, I'm just gonna take them, and start selling this at a yard sale or something like that.
Mhm.
You know, you get frustrated with it once you put so much effort
Mhm.
and money into it, and then you start to see things going nowhere.
Yeah. And that's another one of the things too. I don't think people realize is that you know, when you put money into this shit, you do it for like the people and shit like that. But then like to have somebody look at you and go, I mean, can you do it for a little cheaper? You're like,
Oh, bruh, like
I just
like
put my rent back. Yeah, well, I just took away from my rent.
We were all on a different mode.
yeah,
Right?
for,
You know,
for sure.
Brian's on his, bare knuckle build a bear shit. You were taking fight after fight, anything that you could find at the time and everything else. Staying, busy and tied up.
And you were just
And
getting
then,
fat.
and then me,
Sorry.
I'm just sitting back,
Get fat.
getting fat.
Yes, sir.
I don't know.
I mean, Jack calls spade a spade, right?
Listen, I got 200 pounds later.
Exactly.
No way.
I got 200 pounds.
This is what happens when you talk to your partner on the
I
regular.
fucking told you. I told you guys on the fucking day, bro.
It was not a good look. Listen, it was not the number that I advertised, that's for sure at the time.
Big facts.
But yeah, I think we were all kind of on a different mode at the time and everything
Mhm.
else. So I got really, really frustrated with it. I was just like, I don't see like nobody's doing anything with this shit. I said, you were focused on your shit. You were focused on your shit, and I was just trying to be business, trying
Facts.
to push this thing. And then I think the nail in the coffin for me when I finally went, all right, I'm fucking done, was when I kept trying to push the LLC thing. Let's get a business license on it. Let's make everything as official as possible. And we never. It's just like we never could get around to it.
Yeah, I feel it.
Then, come to find out, like during the whole COVID thing, we could have took out a month at the time.
Rest of the plans, though.
Well, no. This wasn't like any type of like loan fraud.
Oh, one of the people.
No.
It wasn't
This is
that.
not one of those.
Yeah.
Well,
I
I
see
mean,
the value.
basically, you just have to show that you were financially affected by COVID. We could have financially showed that we were affected by COVID because remember, we had shows and stuff that we were going to. That was a big portion of what our sales were.
Yeah,
We
like-
were relying just on internet sales and for word of mouth, people selling T-shirts.
Facts.
Lambo with that money, bro.
So I mean, that money could have technically jump started the company for us.
Yeah.
As a bank holder. And then when I found that out after the fact, I was just like,
Yeah, man. Like when you said something of that nature in the group chat, I was like, damn. That's what. To be quite honest, that was one of the reasons I started looking into more business deal type stuff and starting to look at things a little bit more. That actually, since I was on the path of growing with bare knuckle and not only trying to grow my name a little bit more, but also, as you would say, being a bare knuckle build-a-bear with all the bare knuckle stuff that I was wearing. I'm not gonna say I was kissing anybody's ass or anything.
but you were marketing. yourself,
Yeah, I was
right?
marketing myself and being a company person because in order to make it in certain type of companies and places, you have to broadcast yourself, show your face, make them see you. It's not like it's kissing ass or anything. You got to make your presence felt. And at that point in time, that's what I was on, to be quite honest. And hey, trust me, at fights, when I would get to the fights and traveling on flights and stuff, I was still, had my Savage Combat Sports brand on and stuff, especially my hat. Like that second, we came out with 3 types of hats, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that third hat with the logo that's on your shirt right now was like my favorite hat. With Antoine, you still owe me a hat. I'm gonna need that because you've been promising me that hat for like 3 weeks. Just saying.
I
Shots
saw
fired.
one sitting on a hook over here. Look.
That's the one I'm talking about. You said you're just gonna bring me the other one, but
I don't want to talk about.
whatever.
I don't-
I hear you.
I gave you a shirt.
I got your shirt in the car. I'm about to give that back to you. It's washed, clean,
Oh.
sealed, and deal. Yeah, yes sir.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
The one I repped in
you
at
do
the
have my
fight.
fucking set. See, you have my Savage shirt, and I could have wore that shirt.
Why he lying? He won't gonna wear it.
You're not even wearing a
He-
fucking
He
Savage
was
shirt.
complaining about wearing that.
Yeah.
You ain't got that one piece of Savage gear on.
Hey, look.
I bought my Savage
You see
gear.
him? He looked down real quick. And he said,
Yeah.
all right, we're not gonna talk
Tell me,
about
did you bring your Savage shirt?
Honestly, I thought I did put my white Savage shirt on.
Yeah.
That's in my bag.
Sure.
My bad. But you
You
know,
know,
like,
it started. You trying to tell my shirt.
So, and what does he have on? Just for the people that can't see this shit.
Bare knuckle.
Bare knuckle,
With
Build
the
a Bear
fucking
Prime
socks.
apparel.
With the fucking
With bare knuckle
socks.
socks. I rest my fucking case on
And-
What are you talking about this bullshit?
by the way, short break.
They go ahead and hand out, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Hell no, bro. This
For the advertising.
yeah.
No, but for real, this episode is brought to you
Oh,
by
God.
at Savage Combat Sports
Okay, there we go.
on all social medias, Facebook, Instagram. Do we got Twitter or did we shut that down?
It wasn't worth it for what we were doing. Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Twitter's different. I don't.
The Twitter's just become like a political network
Yeah.
these days.
Facts,
that we don't
facts,
belong
facts.
there.
I think all they show is like ass and like cussing and like racist shit. on
I just be posting posts on Twitter just to be fun, and I just promote my fights on Twitter. But you know, follow us at Savage Combat Sports on Facebook and on Instagram. But also, this episode is powered by Bucked Up Energy, so definitely check them out on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook.
I will say something. Sorry, you can do it.
Yes, I'm done with my advertisement,
All right,
sir.
you got it, you got it. So I will say something cool, and it's funny. It's funny because like at my job, I see a lot of. I'm pretty sure these guys are buying like they're good for you. Like a lot of the veterans. Like I see them, they'll be wearing like the Savage Combat stuff, and I walk by and I'm like, damn, that's a pretty good shirt. That's a pretty cool shirt. And the guy was like, you okay? And I was like, there's no clue.
He has no idea.
It didn't say anything. Like I saw the dude had the blue one on, the 6 Empire Tyrannus shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, that's a dope shirt. He was like, cool. He just like keeps moseying all through the gym, and I'm just like,
Like, bro, do you
That's
know
no
that?
clue.
come over here, snap that shirt off your back right now, like.
Like how do we stop? How do you stop yourself from being a douche? Like I know I fucking made that shirt.
Yeah, it is cool seeing stuff like that. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah, like,
Being out at random and seeing people wear it and everything else. I mean, it's that also that it's been since what 2019 that we were really selling stuff like that.
People still
We
wear
were
Yeah.
still seeing it everywhere.
Facts.
We're in 2023 and people are still wearing it everywhere.
I had this kid at my job one day. I had my Savage hoodie on, and he was looking at it. He's like, "Man, I think my mom bought some of that gear at one of the local fights."
That's what he said. Who your mom?
Look, to be quite honest, I did ask him who his mother was, and he told me who his mother was. And then, you know, the next day he had his Savage hoodie on and a Savage shirt. And he's like, "Yeah, my mom told me last night that she got this at the Elite Warrior Challenge
Who's
fights." Man, I don't even remember, but it was a young kid, and
Who
she
you gonna package
apparently she bought 2 hoodies and like 3 shirts at the very. It was the very last event that the Elite Warrior Challenge held in 2019, and she bought stuff. So I was like, "Oh man, that's dope." And he's like, "Do you know the guys that own this?" I was like, "Yeah, me and 2 other guys were the ones who own it." And, you know, we were set up at the fights. He's like, "Oh shit, that's crazy."
Come get that door on my anal stable there.
Yeah. Is it a stereo right there?
I mean, don't leave nothing. Oh no, that one leads down. I'm thinking about the other one. They speak right there.
Oh well.
Yeah, I mean that one leads down to the gym downstairs.
But you know, it's pretty awesome to see that our stuff is still out there, and you know, like I was saying earlier, not to revert back, but to revert back. COVID, that first half of when COVID smacked us in the mouth, that hurt us for sure because you know we was inside, and some of us was blessed to be able to still go to work, and
Well, the hype had died.
yeah, the hype had died, but then out of nowhere during COVID, the hype, like I guess people got bored after they got that first stimulus check. All of a sudden, people start blowing us up, and it was like boom. It was like we were back again, and it was like dope as fuck. And I was like, damn, bro, we in the house. Like, how am I even supposed to get this to you? And you KC being graceful enough to be able to still ship stuff out and ship stuff to people, or, you know, I would bring you stuff, you know, on the load without the police seeing me, like driving on the streets. I'd take it back roads to get to your house and shit.
Oh yeah, Vinton was hot, bro.
Yeah, like,
I had to do a couple like sessions on, you know, little house calls, and I'm like, God damn, Vinton is locked down, bro. Like,
yeah, like I'm sitting here
really giving a fuck about this
being
shit.
a straight ghost while driving. You know, I pull up to Casey's house, make sure my lights is off when I get to the
Make sure you
street.
get your papers.
Hey KC, I call him. Hey KC, I'm outside, like we're doing a dope deal or something. I'm just dropping off some shirts and a hoodie.
Yo,
to
Vinton
ship
PD
off.
crazy. Let me stop talking shit about Vinton PD. I gotta drive out this motherfucker.
Like, those were fun times, bro.
Yeah, they were fun times.
I started my whole quarantine confessions videos.
Hey man, you need to bring those back, man.
That shit was funny.
One of those popped up in my timeline a couple days ago, and I sat
Training
there.
out-
I was geeking, to be quite honest. That shit had me dead.
Training in the backyard.
And training in the backyard,
Burnt the fucking
goddamn,
feet.
yeah, feet cooking, bumblebees and shit buzzing by here.
You was also training in the mountains too.
I was
weren't
training in
you?
the mountains, yeah. I mean, literally, fucking training was fucking outlawed. That shit.
I know that one time I came to your house. That one time when we got
Oh, you brought that
haircuts.
up.
You was
Yeah.
training. This
Training
man
on
was
that
training.
couch.
Was training on his balcony.
Yeah, that's
On
what's
the
supposed to.
balcony.
Had the nosy ass neighbor. What's going on in there? Mind your fucking business.
Mind your fucking business, bitch. But yeah, man, we had smacked back into existence, you know, at some point in that part of COVID, and we were booming again, and that felt great. And then all of a sudden, when it started to get hold on, sir. But to my point is, you know, we got back to that certain level of being on a high horse again, and then, you know, I guess the COVID numbers went back up, and we died again. And then,
I just took a smart break. I mean, like,
yeah, I guess we could. Is that what we
I
can call that?
I had to take a break.
yeah, you gotta take
Yeah,
a break.
yeah.
And I mean, I told you guys that I didn't care if y'all continued on and did your thing, and I don't know if you
Mhm.
just didn't do anything out of respect for me or if it was.
That's
Sure.
hey, to
But
be
I thought that I provided clear instructions on how to continue doing
Yes,
orders
sir.
and
Big facts.
provided all the artwork and everything else.
We take a break. Like we all take a break. One person take a break, we all take a break.
My-
I needed the break too. Like
yeah, I feel
everybody
it.
got shit going on and shit like that.
My thing with it, you know, even when, you know, we decided to like just stop and either just stop doing shit regardless, or take a break. And you know, when you send everything to us in both of our drop boxes and emails and stuff like that, you know, I had a me moment of like, I got the money, I can go ahead and do this by myself. But at the same point in time, you know, I got two guys that, you know, we started this together, and out of respect, that's just me having my moment because, you know, once again, we were on lockdown during COVID, and we were, you know, just sitting still and having to think about shit and make different moves. I got to thinking, you know, I'm not going to do this by myself. I want to, you know, continue to grind with my homies, the guys that I started with, and, you know, I don't want to, like the president says, or the military says, no man left behind. So I didn't want to do that by myself.
I was like, though, yeah, I was like, which one you talking about? Which one you talking about, bro? You talking about Trump or Biden? Which one you got, bro?
But
I was like, wait, which one you about to go, bro?
I didn't want to leave nobody behind, and
Yeah,
then so you trying to get us canceled early today.
I'm like, that's it.
God bless you.
Them niggas out of here, bro. I was it.
But it's all good.
Fuck president you talk about?
I should have said which president I want to talk about, but you should know what.
Well, you can
president
edit
it
it out. We just can't edit it out. Well, you
Nah,
can
fuck
say
that.
I
Zero
said it.
cuts, no editing. It's all raw like cocaine. Ooh, God bless, spicy.
No, that shit usually stepped on by the time you get it. But
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
it
just
is
saying, you
what it
stop
is.
there. I thought you should go somewhere else.
Oh,
God
shit.
damn.
But anyways, you know, I didn't want to do it without you guys because, you know, at one point I did think.
I mean, we talked about it. We just
yeah,
like, we told you, like, go ahead, bro. Like,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you know, I mean, we started this together, and I didn't want to continue it on without being together and having you guys' input because sometimes, let's just say, sometimes our inputs all together were correct, so everything was a go, and sometimes our inputs be like two people want this and one man was like, or
It's
two
a-
of us were like, and one man was
it's
like,
a design thing, right?
Yeah.
I think that some of us like we have different demographics as
Yeah.
far as people that purchase our stuff. Right?
yes sir.
Like I've got like a ton of like the 2A type stuff and everything else, like so like the Six Sigma Tyrannus, right?
Mhm.
That became more of a political thing, and it also popped up throughout COVID and all that other stuff. So
Yeah.
people were big into that shirt. So I knew it would be a good seller as
Mhm.
far as financial wise. Did it have anything to do with fighting?
No.
Not really. I mean, unless you want to
Fight the
for
government.
freedom,
Yeah.
fighting the man or whatever. But
Did we drop that one though?
fucking hell.
Secretary.
Is it the Tyrannus?
Yes.
The shirts.
The shirt
These
was
are
called
shirts
the
on hoodie.
Tyrannus, bro.
Oh man, see that.
We did the blue, red, white, and blue shirt.
Oh
Blue
yeah,
shirt that had
yes
the
sir,
red,
yes
red,
sir.
Where you at,
And then we
sir?
did hoodies.
Hey, we sold the shit out that shirt though, and that hoodie.
Because it came on the heels of like the whole COVID thing and everything else.
Hell yeah,
Not the American flag, and especially that one originally dropped during 4th of July. Remember?
yeah. Right before the 4th of July, and then it was like
and then
boom.
we redid it. I think we either came out with some more.
We came out with, instead of the shirts, we came out with the hoodies at that point. And those hoodies
So we
were,
started looking at the graffiti design, the graffiti design.
Yeah, the graffiti design
Shout out
is fire.
to Race One for the graffiti design for that. We actually paid a good bit of money to have that logo designed.
so if y'all steal our shit, we will sue you for
Nah, I'll
everything
sue
that
the
you
fuck
have.
Like, there's another company out there like a Savage Barbell company or something like that. I've been pretty fuck out of those motherfuckers. Bro.
Yeah, because from
But
what I've
the
seen,
problem is that like, a lot of what we have is text, right?
yeah,
And I can't trademark text in a certain way, font styles, things like that, right? Like we did the Savage thing.
I mean,
flag.
technically you can now.
But we have to trademark each image. And
Yeah,
that's,
yeah,
and that's
yeah, for sure.
unnecessary
Yeah.
to do that, right? Like
But it's also necessary because somebody uses it, we can sue the fuck out of them.
I don't think that we're at the level that we need to be worried about.
Understandable,
right?
understandable.
So, and that being said, like if we do move forward with this, right? Let's just do this above board. Let's look at the business license.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Facts.
Like if we need to do one run to get the money up, in the first place, to be able to go purchase a business license or whatever, if that's what y'all want to do, then I think we do that.
This is the
But-
exact conversation that I wanted to have, and I'm glad we're having it right here, right now. Hit us up at Savage Combat Sports on all social medias except for, can't even call it Twitter no more. We gotta call it X.
Oh, hey, yeah.
Elon decided to change the name.
I do have some bad news. We still own the Savage Combat Sports domain.
Hell yes.
However,
We gotta pay for it. I'm with it.
No.
What happened? Oh
There
god.
was, we were trying to get the website set up and everything else for like hosting and everything else. Because just because you own the domain doesn't mean you have hosting.
Mm-hmm.
And I went through some company that this tech guy at work told me about, and the company went out of business while I was like working.
Ah,
So he's like,
man.
hey, we'll get you switched over to this other one, whatever the other one was when it got switched.
Uh-huh.
It didn't work. Like it hasn't registered. So we used to be able to go to savagecombatsports.com
Yeah.
and it would automatically redirect to our Facebook page.
Yeah.
Doesn't do that anymore.
Well, damn.
Yeah. So I got to go back and do a whole bunch of work on the back end, get the domain and everything else taken care of. We still got the basic emails and everything else after all of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have another special guest. Rumble Curtis has joined the chat, and now he's walking away. But
But I mean, how do you, like, I already know how you feel about it. How do you feel about it, man? Like, making sure that, like, you keep this, like,
everything like tight, 100, like, and I don't
if
know.
we're gonna grow it, I feel like we have to.
Yeah, facts.
Like,
We got to.
If we're gonna
for
get
sure.
if we're gonna get out of a local scene, right?
Mhm.
I feel like we have to.
And I've got some ideas with that I've somewhat kicked to y'all too. I can like I told y'all one day last week, and I also screenshotted part of me and his conversation that we had. But rapper, singer, host, tour, whatever you want to, entrepreneur, whatever you want to call them.
You fucking say.
I mean, look, I
I
got
would
this.
knock all these mics off the table and go home, bro.
Anyways,
Fucking said.
but anyways, I've talked and chatted with
Do it.
Lil Bow Wow.
God damn it! I just said that. Fucking do it,
No, I've chatted.
It's celebrity friend.
bro.
See, look, I wasn't even gonna say celebrity friends. See, look, there y'all go, man. Look, y'all can catch these.
No,
hands,
but
honestly.
so
Oh.
we'll come back to your celebrity friend, but
Said, look, I didn't.
For
Look,
me?
you didn't even have to kick it like that.
no.
Let-
I mean, no, I'm with it.
I
I'm
want
with
to
it.
hear what he has to say. On
Yeah,
that.
I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm with it. I mean, I'm in a better financial spot than I was back when we were doing it. Like,
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Me
God
too, for real,
Damn,
for real.
I was fucking dying.
I mean, I got no problem being 100% honest about it. Back when we first started doing this shit and everything else, dude, I was only making like 30 grand a year.
For real?
Yeah, my regular job that I'm working, I was only making like 30 grand a year. I mean, considerably more now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
sure,
you know,
sure.
now I got a little bit.
I'm a lot more comfortable with being able to make the larger purchases and stuff.
Yeah.
So on and so forth. But again, if we go out and we get our LLC and everything else,
Mhm.
we can go and we can get business loans pretty much right away,
Instantly,
instantly.
like
there's-
all three together.
all three of us
Or-
together. Like we would be able to go get the LLC and everything else because it's all separate.
Oh,
right?
okay,
It
okay.
doesn't really have a whole lot to do with like your personal stuff. And everything else.
Is this something we can talk on the pod, or is this something we need to?
I mean,
Well,
we can
this
talk
is-
about it here. I
yeah,
mean,
this is-
we ain't doing saying nothing too crazy.
I mean, I don't want to
we're
get
not
this. I
doing
don't
something-
want to bore people.
This is something
this
that
is for us
everybody.
to hear, but everybody else might
I mean,
not know.
this is something that everybody should be able to listen to and get some not only validation but also pick up some of the
Well, pick up some
knowledge.
gems.
the
Also,
knowledge
to
from
hey
it, too.
fighters out here, you're not gonna be fighting forever, so you better find something to fucking do. All right, motherfuckers. Because some of you motherfuckers,
retirement plan.
yeah, you give them a retirement plan. Some of you motherfuckers are fighting just to be fighting. You better have a private retirement plan. You better learn how to coach. Don't take our fucking idea. Fucking close. Y'all leave that shit the fuck alone. But y'all better learn something. Y'all better figure the fuck out. Because we figured it out. Y'all better fucking figure it out. But don't take our shit, because we're gonna sue you. Alright, let's go. I just put that out there.
Well,
But
he
yeah,
talks
so
about-
we'll leave that where it is. But yes, we can get the loans right out and everything else, and we can jump to start this thing.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm with it. I'm
As
in.
soon as we're ready.
I'm in.
I'm with it, and you know, like
Give me time though. Give me time.
I mean, it's okay. Like we're like
it's
we.
not a tomorrow thing. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
facts.
obviously.
But like we were saying, you know, some stuff we got to talk about off mic and off camera because you know that's not all that the public needs to hear.
We
But
don't need to give them all the juice.
yeah, we don't need to give them all the juice
And we're not gonna
because
give you, we're not gonna give you fucks a set date. We come out when we come out. We tell you guys like,
And-
hey, here's the design. You know what I mean? Like we're not catering to nobody. And I think that was the biggest thing. That was a big pet peeve of mine was that, like, say like we have like we have people they pre-order or they want something, right?
Yeah.
And then we get their order. And then, hey, bro, we got this special size for you and whoever else.
Yeah, and then you end up sitting on some bunch of 2Xs.
Yeah, like, oh
Still
man.
got 2Xs, man.
Yeah.
Just so many people just said, oh yeah, you need a larger size, you need a larger size. I can't give them away.
yeah, like bro, I got a whole 2X right here.
I got a
Like,
whole-
come get this shit. Like I ordered for you and you disappeared.
And then like
that's
the
another
person will
thing
tell you,
too.
oh well, we like the other design. We didn't know this. I'm like, bruh, what the fuck? You know how tight I was. I'm like, dog, I got this shit specifically for you and your girl,
Yeah.
and you gonna fucking give me advice on what the fuck to come up with next? I was fucking tight. I was like, that was the what was the last one? The hoodie. The hoodie shit. That's when I was like, all right, dog, I don't want this shit no more. I don't want this shit no more.
I'm so hurt about that last one of hoodies because that's the one that we, of course, did that the design that we paid a lot for.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And everybody loved that design. And then I got the one. Actually there was two people that got the red hoodie. It was
Man,
like
I
a
really
red,
wanted one of
feather type
those.
Material hoodie or whatever.
I really wanted one of those hoodies.
That was
man.
my favorite, dude. I wore that shit everywhere. And then my dog, Dallas.
Rest
I took it off one day when I got home, and I just like sat it down.
Rest in
the chair.
peace to the homie, the
Yeah.
dog, our homie Dallas, man. That was my guy when I would come over your house. Rest in peace to Dallas, man.
It was a great dog, but yeah, man, he tore that hoodie up, and I was gutted because I was just like, man, I can't get another one. of these right
Hey, to be
now.
quite,
For me to get another one, like, how much money do we have to spend
Yeah,
to get
just
another
get
one
that
when our
one.
stuff gets replaced?
hey, to be quite honest, I'm gonna not necessarily put you guys on the spot, but I think that we should, when we come back full force or tease it a little bit, we should come, you know, we should start with some of the OG stuff because, you know, the pepper it back out there a little bit to let people know, hey motherfuckers, we're back. We're coming. I'm just saying. But that hoodie though, fall is coming, people. So it's about to be hoodie season. And I think we should come back out with that. I really want a red
Also,
hoodie.
too, motherfuckers got spoiled.
Listen,
bro.
we can talk about that. We also had some low ass prices.
Yeah.
Like we were.
Like, we were.
I mean,
like,
listen, we were making money, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like I was at least, up until that last big order that I made was recouping, everything every single time. No
Mhm.
problem. But I'm starting to realize that, like, with some of the other people who are kind of local and kind of running their brands and stuff, how much are selling their stuff for?
And some of
people
those brands
paying.
are trash.
Some of
Some of those brands are trash. I hate to say it, but some of those other brands that I've seen has been trash. I'm sorry to say it. I bought some of y'all stuff to show support, but that shit was trash.
I know.
I'm
don't
sorry.
shit on people, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying to shit on, but that shit was trash.
Remember the Seven Sunday podcast? What was it? Every fucking Sunday, it was us trying to reel this motherfucker
I'm
in.
telling you. You should have heard him earlier.
Technically, this is a Seven Sunday podcast.
It is.
This is a Savage Sunday podcast.
Yeah.
Welcome back, my savage
Damn, there
motherfucking
you
brothers.
go. There you go.
I had to live the savage. Hey, it wouldn't be called Savage Combat Sports without not having
Well,
the
I
savage.
mean, you're
savage
being
in
honest,
it.
being honest.
Just to be quite honest.
We also need to come to an agreement on this too, because another thing used to drive me crazy, and I know I wasn't the only fucking.
Here we go. Let's
Oh,
go.
you do your shit.
Is you getting on there and doing your touting thing? They're like the business podcast stuff and everything.
We
else.
have
Like,
to sell shit. It's hard to
Yeah.
sell shit, but motherfuckers don't like you,
Yeah.
bro. Like,
I mean,
God damn it.
I
Then
think
me and KC got to do PR. Like, nah, dog, he didn't mean that shit.
Yeah.
He was just wild and real. Come on, still buy it. Nah, fuck that. I'm like, God damn, dog. Like, we trying to run a business, bro. You gotta know when it's weird to live, bro.
You're right.
Seventh season.
Yeah. I'm saying,
not.
seven seasons.
We
Get
had
the
to
food.
because James I'm ready to go and pull the plug on the
Yeah,
mic.
we just like, yo, dog.
Like, hey, somebody in the back come pull this man's plug,
Hey, we
please.
doing a cut shit, like, cut this motherfucker.
I mean,
Because then we'll be like, hey, I would buy this, but I don't I'm like, he ain't mean that shit, bro. I mean, come on, dog, you can still buy our shit. Like, me and KC still on there, like, come on,
We
please
out
buy
here.
it.
This is us too.
Yeah, it's us, though, come on.
I mean,
So yes, you need to keep that in mind.
Yes.
I know.
do reeling in of Brian Maxwell. I do enough reeling in of Brian Maxwell just when he out somewhere.
why you say that? Keep it a stat.
Out. That's,
I mean, look.
What you mean why?
Like I explained on me and Antoine's episode, I've been called a bully,
What?
and
Okay.
and people said I've hurt their feelings, but I can't help but be me, man. Like, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it. I've set myself to the side and became humble on the strength of you guys and other people around me for the longest time. Hold on, I ain't done yet. I'm gonna kick it right here, and it has abruptly. Look,
Wait, what?
Hey, this is on film. Now, look at y'all's
You
faces.
full
Right.
of shit.
No, bump all that.
Who makes you this hard, bro?
Hold on. No,
You
bump
just-
that.
Yeah, go, pull it up.
I'll pull it up.
Pull it up. Show the receipts.
I've been
Hold on,
humble.
when'd you start?
I've been humble for too long. And
I've
I've
5 minutes this
hey.
morning. Hold on, bro. He pulling the receipts, though. You
Man,
run
look, fuck his receipts.
All right, go ahead. Go. hit him
Some
with
of
the
this stuff I wish I could show this.
Oh,
Okay,
but Antoine can vouch for me here.
Hold on,
here
and
y'all
I'm
go with this
paraphrasing.
trash. Here y'all
I'm
go
the
with
man
this
of this
trash.
city. What else? I run this city. They come to see me. And
I'm
just saying.
I'm the biggest draw in the Roanoke Valley.
biggest
I'm
draw.
just saying,
I was
I mean-
paraphrasing. I was lying.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty. But that's pretty much what you said. That's pretty much
No,
what
but
you said.
to be
And
quite
then you told
honest-
us. Nigga, I was like, sir, we are your friends, sir.
No, but for real though.
I'm the biggest draw in this city. I'm like,
Hey, look.
fuck us, bro.
Hollywood Maxwell.
That's right. Say it again. Say it again. Welcome back, Hollywood Maxwell.
But
That's-
you've been-
but this is the at Mr. Red Reynolds podcast.
But you've been so humble.
No, hold on, y'all didn't let me see. Look, see, this is what's wrong with.
And so we appreciate you letting us breathe. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, dog. I mean, it's such an honor that you
Is this the King's Air?
Yeah, I just
Hey, look.
I mean, low key, me being on your podcast right now, bro. Like I literally had to,
I mean, It is what it is.
I'm just so honored to present. Thank you.
It's a momentous occasion.
As I watched him,
All right,
It's like being
asshole.
invited to Joe Rogan.
as I watched him
Boy,
belittle
stop.
a man, and as the man fucking sit there and brought it to his attention, hey man, I didn't like what you said. I said it because I said it. Now, I'm just like,
I
bro.
mean,
Like,
it
no.
is what it is.
A conversation, buddy, would have a conversation with you about what you said, and you're not really conversating right now. But I was just like, bruh.
No, but as I was saying before, I was so rudely
Hey,
interrupted.
you were okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know, I did. No, but on some real G type shit, I did abruptly and become a little bit humble. Don't say right now, sirs. I did become humble a little bit to an extent, while still talking my trash and talking my shit. But the humbleness that I gained throughout these years with Savage Combat Sports, I got humbled to the point that it was hurting.
What's that really? I'm just
Watch out! Oh, pardon me.
sorry.
But anyways,
Sam season. That's what I said.
I'm gonna fucking say it anyways.
This is some fucked up shit, and they be like, yo, you can't say that. Sam season. I was like, yo, dog.
see, look, this is you two guys right
I'm
now.
like, hey, Brian, you can't say that, bro. That's fucked up. That's Sam season. I don't give a fuck.
Is this a
I was like,
Savage
yo,
Sunday kind of?
buddy missing the leg. You can't say that
Podcast.
shit, man. Fuck that. Sam season. I'm like, yo, dog. Say what you tell me. I'm like, bro.
Oh man, y'all are terrible, and y'all got the nerve to talk about me.
bro.
But anyways, I got humbled to the point and
Stop
fact
saying
of the
humble. Nigga, you
matter.
didn't get humble, bro.
I did get humble. Watch your mouth.
You was just quiet, bro. Like I said, bro. Nigga, how the fuck you gonna say you humble when you just quiet? You just ain't saying shit. You're not humble, bro, nigga. You was working at the gym. You was actually working. You didn't have time to get on the fucking mic or get on Facebook and talk shit.
Well, I'm back now, motherfucker.
Well, now that you're back, so you wasn't humble. You was just quiet. You were busy. Just said you was busy.
Now you got some goddamn show.
Yeah, now you got your
Yeah,
own show.
look at your boy now. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah.
why y'all keep interrupting me? I
I
got.
thought he was humble.
Sorry,
I was busy, bro. What the fuck?
Anyways, I'm going to use their term,
You was busy.
busy,
There you go.
whatever.
You ain't had time, so now you got time.
I got time today,
Yeah, there you go.
like your boy.
Look at time today.
On my KC Cochran type shit. That's some white people type shit.
Yeah, you got time. You got
Don't
time.
cancel me, please. But anyways,
No, you,
I was
you gotta say
busy.
some other shit to get canceled,
Yeah,
bro. You gotta say, and I ain't saying it, bro.
Oh,
You
you
gotta say
good.
some- Nah, I ain't saying
But
that shit.
anyways.
Hell no, fuck that, bro.
I was on camera busy, but still humble to the fact of the matter that the humbleness and the
Let me get
business.
your photo on your pictures.
Mind your business, bitch.
You can check GP in your shit.
No, sir.
Yeah, you
But
do.
anyway,
Yeah, shit. I know you ain't write that
Look,
shit.
look, I can see the
You
look on his
lying
face
fuck,
right
bro.
now.
Like,
what shit,
Yeah,
though?
see the look on his face.
Yeah, you see his little captions? When he his little workout shit,
Oh,
little
yeah,
pictures,
yeah,
they be
yeah.
fire.
I know that didn't be fire.
Yeah, your little captions, I'm like, let me read this bullshit.
I do have a mind of my own, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you for trying to downplay me on the
Jackie.
Mr. Red Rims
Chat
podcast.
GP and that shit. Nah, I gave you a compliment. This shit fire.
Thank
Oh,
you
yeah,
for the
wait, hold
compliment,
on.
sir.
I know you would expect to have us on your podcast.
And one of
for
us-
us to just be like, bow down to the great
Yeah.
and powerful fucking prime master.
Yes, sir, boss.
You will catch all types of dick.
Yes,
Every
sir.
time you on here.
Yes, sir, Mr. Rims.
Hold on, Mr. Red Rims, sir.
I'm not calling you no Mr. Rims. That sound wild, bro. That sound wild.
Pause.
The whole Red Rims is false, bro.
Whatever.
Mr. Red Rims.
I'm trying to remember when you got them glasses. Who was you before them?
I was myself. I told y'all in the beginning that I will not have a fight name until I got the respect or
Right.
whatever was earned, and I finally got one.
Maxwell,
So watch your mouth. Thank you.
Brian the Martian tatted up.
Man, I was still ratchet back then. I was not
These
as
glasses
professional
is
as I
like-
am.
Look, he be talking so much shit since he got these glasses, dude. It's like when you get a
Welcome
new
back.
pair of tennis shoes and you feel like you can run fast.
Oh, that is
Man,
true.
look, I got like
Brian got these glasses. He suddenly became Hollywood.
That is
boy
true.
stuff. I mean, you know,
That's
it
true.
is what it is. But anyway,
Now I watched the birth of that shit because they kept talking about your red rim glasses while
Thank you.
we were at
thank you,
KFC.
thank you.
Like
Woo!
I was there
Fuck.
for
They,
it.
they was on it.
So yeah. But
speaking-
anyways,
speaking about your fight,
all of that, you know, I was busy and humble to the point that it
bro, go
hurt.
ahead now. Stop.
It
now.
hurt
What
my
about your
fight game a little bit because I wasn't as cocky and myself as I was before, and I made a vow to not to you guys and you know, outside people that, you know, I'm coming back, and I said at the beginning of the year, I'm back, bitches.
Okay.
I'm back on my bullshit.
So speaking of
you will hear my mouth a little bit, but not as much. When it comes to this business stuff, I will. I'm saying this in front of you guys right now.
See, Drake, humble. I feel you.
Damn. So funny, bro.
Okay. No, I will, you know, tone it down when it comes to this business stuff because, you know, after.
Make sure you know we in the chat, right? We know we're reading everything.
Okay, I hear you, but you know.
Fucking bullshit. I'm like, God damn, bro. I've been looking at that shit laughing, like, I'm so glad I don't fight no more.
Oh, so you're retired? Go ahead and say it. Say I'm retired. Say I'm retired on the
I'm
mic.
chilling.
Okay, you chilling.
I'm out here. It don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, I hear you.
Chilling.
But like I said,
I'll mention it here now. But early next year, I will continue.
my brother, I hear you. Thank you.
Fuck yeah.
Clap that up, sir.
Fuck yeah.
Clap that
If y'all
up.
don't know about KC, y'all better fucking learn. He's the fucking one of the top 155. No, fuck that. Not one of the top 55 in this motherfucker.
On the East Coast, actually.
On the East Coast. So any
Who you rank
motherfucker
top
that wants to
five?
I was
smoke-
number 3 on the East Coast.
Yes,
number
sir.
1 in Virginia.
God damn. Y'all hear that shit? Say it one time. I don't think
Say it
it's
for the
fucking-
people in the back, my brother. Say it.
Play that shit back, goddammit. I don't know what the fuck that, you know what I mean? That, you know, number one.
Rankings
bro.
only last for so long, though. So.
Yeah, I mean, and to me,
And ineligible for rankings currently.
Really?
me too, since I haven't fought MMA in so
Since
long.
2019, bro. 2019 was my last
shit.
fight.
Damn. You got old too, man.
And I hope people think that I just been sitting around eating for the Cheetos. I know I will.
Shit, you've been sitting around getting them gray ass fucking hairs in your beard, I tell you that.
Having, you know, 2 kids and getting older.
Yeah, like, it's like,
I'm just saying, y'all wanted to roast me, so I got to roast back.
No,
But,
well, you kind of opened the oven for you.
but no, we can't do it, but I apologize.
We just getting older. I mean, like,
Well, y'all is some old
I know grades is
motherfuckers.
coming for me. I ain't, you know, I'll be 40 what next year. I know
Jesus.
grades is
You
coming.
rushing on out?
No, they don't come
You
in.
ain't got none yet?
Not yet. Not yet. I'm
Good,
waiting.
my
I'm
boy.
waiting. I'm obviously when they come in, I'm gonna just let them roll. I'm gonna just let them roll in. I ain't
White
gonna.
people, bro. We age like fucking prunes.
Yeah, I used to have avocados, bro.
Shit,
I
shit,
fuck with
bro.
you, I fuck with you, bro.
He said
Y'all
avocado.
are always though, man.
You ain't have to do it like that.
There's one guy that we both know, and I don't want to say it because that motherfucker like to fight, bro. I'm gonna fucking bro.
I'm just
I tell
saying.
you, when he get 30, woo, bro.
Man, that ain't right.
I ain't say his name, bro.
That
But he
ain't
know what
right.
we talking about.
That ain't right.
I
And
ain't
if you
saying
say his name, I'm
I'm
not
not
leaving it
gonna say
out.
his name. 'Cause that motherfucker, he like to he show up. He show up, bro.
Oh, he'll pull up on you, huh?
Fuck yeah, you will. It's just random as fuck.
I mean, it is what it is at the end of the day.
I wish we could really get into some like the stories we have about the fights around here, but
Why can't we?
we can't.
Listen,
We can.
We can't.
Listen, this goes back to that whole business thing.
Yeah, we can't.
I mean, yeah, like I was saying, you know, I will calm
Just remembrance.
myself down for the
I just
business.
remember-
All
I fucking remember
certain.
somebody at their job, bro, bust him over there. Shut up. I was like, yo, let me get this shit back. Yo,
Ladies and
bro.
gentlemen, we have lost Casey for a second. He has lost his shit. He had to walk away
No,
for
I
a
forgot I
second.
did that. I completely forgot. I went to his work. I told him I needed that back.
Yeah,
He's
no,
not taking
fucking.
more than
Can you
wearing.
speak into the mic, sir?
I can't.
so people
No, we
can hear
can't.
you?
We
I
can't.
can't say who it was.
I mean, you don't got to say his name, but you could explain the
It's
situation.
bad enough if they listen, they gonna know who they are.
Yeah, there's gonna be like, hey, no, it's fucked up like that.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
yeah,
look, bro.
he might hit you in the DMs and be
Then
like,
we
hey
be
bro,
like, no.
you ain't had to call me out like that
They said,
without
we didn't
calling
call
me
you
out like
out.
that.
No, we didn't say anything, brother. Like, what are you talking about? And then we're like, and then if we get spicy,
Look, he
look
over there,
at
keep thinking about it. He's dead right now.
Sometimes you gotta do what you know. Sometimes you gotta, you know, it's visible. It's visible. It's the
Or-
brand move. It's the brand move.
Or you can do like I did a dude. I went and met him at B-Dubs and with a shirt at that. And when he got out the car to meet me, there were 5 dudes with him. I took his money and kept his shirt and said, fuck that, this looks suspect, I'm walking away. You're gonna have to meet me at a different type of time,
Hey,
brother.
Victor, we gotta delete the whole goddamn podcast.
What
bro?
just happened?
It's just
Nah,
wrong.
but like an hour later, I met him and gave him the
So down.
shirt.
I was like, wait.
I met him
What?
an hour later and gave him the shirt, man. This shit, like, it just weirded me out because the type of time I was on at that point in time, it was weird. And at that point in type of time, I was gonna catch a body at that point in time. And I swear I thought I told y'all that, but I guess this is y'all's first time hearing it.
Nah.
Unless y'all forgot about it. I took his
I
money
had to
and
meet
his shirt,
somebody.
but I gave it back to him. I gave him his shirt an hour later. It's just the situation wasn't right with me, and I was literally gonna catch a body because, like, how do you get out of a car with other dudes just to get a T-shirt? I didn't feel right. So he handed me the money, and the dudes were just, they didn't surround me, but it was just like, damn, why these dudes get out the car like this? It was that beat up though.
Was it a bunch of white dudes?
No,
Was it a bunch of?
it was a mixture of races, sir.
Was it a bunch of black dudes, sir?
No, it wasn't all black
Well,
dudes.
if it was a bunch of white dudes, I probably wouldn't have got a car either.
Nah, fuck that.
Why you say that? I mean,
Fuck that.
look,
I
look.
don't give a bunch of people period. I'm not gonna like, oh y'all can't fit this one shirt. I don't know what the fuck y'all doing.
You know, sometimes when you get somewhere and the vibes or the energies don't feel right. I didn't feel right, and I was on the type of time of shit. I might catch a body out here today. Let me just take his money. Hey, look, man, hit me up later. In a little bit, I'll give you your shirt. And I just walked away. He wasn't mad. I guess he understood because he didn't talk shit about it. And the dudes that were with him were like, they kind of were like, what the fuck?
I
To be
mean,
quite honest.
They probably looked at it.
And you know, I told him, man, like, that looks suspect as fuck to me. And you should know the type of person I am from social media that I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit, or I'm gonna say something right here in front of your face. And to be quite honest, I was gonna catch a body if one of them moved the wrong way, to be quite honest. And he understood, and everything was cool over a shirt. Like, I guess, I don't know, some people roll like that, and I just wasn't feeling it. So, you know, like I said, I met him an hour later. I gave him the shirt, and I told him that shit was weird as fuck. And, you know, no harm, no foul. But if I would have took one of his buddies out, sorry.
Also, too, I'm gonna say something. Hey, y'all people, if y'all see me out in public, please don't run up on me. Like, just randomly. Like, if I'm buying fucking draws, please give me some space, though. Like, you know how many fucking people? I mean, like, they're not granted. They want to
You
talk.
are not
about
on my friends list. Don't talk to me.
Yeah, like, bro.
Hey, it's called recognition, sir. I had to learn that
No,
too.
it is.
It happens to me all the
It is
time.
right. Well, it's people that sometimes people that I know, but a lot of times when I'm out in public, I ain't really expecting to be talking to people.
I'm sorry, Antoine. Or sometimes they think you're me. I'm sorry.
Oh, nah,
I'm sorry.
Nah, they say my whole name. They just.
Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they think you're me, and sometimes people think I'm you.
Oh, see, there you go. I mean, that's cool.
Like, and we don't even look alike. Is it because we got beards?
Black and beard, yeah. I think everybody deals with beard looks the same.
I mean,
Antoine got a full beard. You always look like you got a horseshoe missing out the middle.
Your
I
shit
don't know
look
why.
it's
Man,
struggling.
fuck outta here,
Your
cuz.
shit
You look like a cat.
Your beard look like you got
Fuck out of
you got
here.
that cigarette voice, bro.
Fuck outta
Your shit look like it needs to be moisturized. So.
Man. Casey,
Nah.
look, hold on. Bump that. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Savage season. Casey, you can't be talking junk
Oh, yeah.
with all the gray in your beard. Your
That's
gray match your
wisdom.
shirt.
That's wisdom.
Antoine, you shut up with your
That's wisdom.
with your busted up lips today, and then realize you have busted up
I got
lips.
hit because I was working, motherfucker.
Nah, you was being soft.
You sitting there.
Softy.
Let me tell this motherfucker about his whole goddamn rounds. He sat there and talked the whole goddamn
I
rounds.
sure did.
Meanwhile,
I'm
sitting there
talking
like,
my shit.
I told the person he's working with, I was like, yo, if you punch him in the mouth, he can't talk. So maybe you should punch him in the mouth more.
Well,
and so,
did I get punched in the mouth more?
I don't know. You stop talking. Huh?
Nah, but you know, I'm on my mode right now. If you can see this picture right now, you know, I'm fighting September 29th. I'm just waiting on to get my opponent. I've been through several opponents at this point, and so we're waiting.
You
And
mean to tell me they don't have a numerous supply of people that want to get hit in the face right now?
I mean, it's several opponents out there, but you got to
Nobody's
realize
rushing to do that.
we are in the state of Virginia, and the state of Virginia is some of the hardest people to work with. And now that the state of Virginia has partnered with the Maryland Commission, is that much more harder. Y'all guys didn't know that, but yeah, we're partnered with Maryland Commission now. And if you know the Maryland Commission, I'm sorry to say it, but they're assholes. Like, they waited till fight day to call me to tell me that my federal ID was approved.
That shit don't even make sense.
It doesn't. A lot of people quit.
So the DPOR for Virginia and Maryland is the same DPOR.
Yes, as of right now, they're technically the same DPOR, because when Tracy died and somebody else died in the office, rest in peace to Miss Tracy, Dave Holland decided he would retire. You know, shout out to Dave. you know, that they were who they were, but they were still, you know, strict and did what they had to do as a commission. But once they quit, you know, the commission just went like, wow, they had several people take the head job, and those people aren't in office anymore. So to clear things up, they had to get some help. So they partnered with Maryland because, as some people may know that may listen to this podcast, one of the best referees in the world took over the state of Virginia, and now he's gone because he figured out it was a bunch of nonsense. So them crossing over with Maryland is a thing now. So a lot of stuff getting approved and not getting approved. Yeah,
You can't have another state.
a lot of states do it like
Stuff like that. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
like
Because we had different rules in Maryland. So did the any rules change here?
yes,
There's,
several.
there's no elbows in east of the head.
Yeah,
No.
Yes.
Since when?
since the month of July, I think they changed everything in July.
June or July.
June or July, yeah.
Robbie Ring's last event that we had.
Ain't no point in me going back and doing amateur
They
then.
might as well be pro.
That's stupid. I've been fighting basically pro rules this whole time.
Yeah, and going
now-
back to an amateur and not being able to do the shit you were allowed to do before is
Stupid. Yeah.
trash.
I said, no, you might as well go pro.
I mean, that's up to you though, man. Don't go till you're ready. As I tell people
might as
these
well. I mean,
days.
it doesn't make any sense. Like
I mean, you have nothing else
use
to
all the
prove.
tools at your disposal. I mean, I got nothing else to prove. I mean,
Facts. So you might as well come to the other side and you know.
That's not even that bad, man. That's
Yeah,
not
I
that
mean,
bad.
it's not bad, but yeah, man. Right
It's
now,
weird.
Virginia, Maryland, or calls. Montana and Kansas does that too, because their head person is the same person for Montana, and
that's wild.
yeah, because out on the West Coast, you know, the fights aren't like big out there for some reason, but they have a UFC fights out there. Like it's weird that when you go to the West Coast, they have underground fights instead of sanctioned fights, because some states on the West Coast don't sanction fighting.
Yeah, it's just a
So-
smoker fight. I mean, we have
Yeah,
those here.
yeah, they have a lot of smoker events, and sometimes out there, you know, just to throw out some knowledge in the gym, some of those events, if you go to the West Coast and they say it's a professional fight, sometimes it's counted on your record as an exhibition, so it doesn't count for shit. Just to let some of you guys know, because fuck it, I'm just gonna say it. I fought a guy who fought a pro fight one weekend, then fought an amateur fight the next weekend, and I had concerns about it, and I was like, this guy fought pro, and then he fought an amateur fight. How does that work? But, you know, come to find out, you know, that's how some states do it on the West Coast, because some of those states don't have commissions, which is
very
wow.
much Wild, Wild
And
West.
and they call Virginia grimy as hell. They call us the Wild Wild West on the East Coast.
Well, I mean, because they let amateurs have full rules.
Yeah,
Elbows
and
in the East.
if you go to any state outside of us, like Tennessee, North Carolina,
But they don't do that.
and Maryland,
And
they're
you
wearing
have shin guards.
headgear and shin guards from Pennsylvania too, and even in Florida, I'm like, damn.
Dude, I watched the head guy from South Carolina getting like super irritated at the last fights that I was cornering at. The Brandon's event, the one down there. In South
Shout out to
Carolina.
Brandon, shout out to the homie Brandon.
They
we
were
could-
they would not get it
Sir,
together.
podcast
Like,
guys.
the commission, like the local commission that was there, and the state commission, of course, separate hands.
Yeah.
They just kept butting heads. They were just like, you know, when should we be doing this rules meeting and everything else? They kept delaying it. It was rough. So I watched them kind of go back and forth.
It's a fucking nightmare. I can only imagine being a promoter having to deal with the fucking different sanctioning bodies and shit like that, the different rule changes and shit.
And that's just wild.
All the different states, yeah.
Yeah. Then like it doesn't like how old are you, Casey? You know, like
Well, I'm 38. I'll be 39 this year.
so then like
Oh, so you're the oldest man in the room right now. Old ass.
Fucking yeah, I was the oldest man on the last pro fight I did. Last pro fight I was the oldest person, like literally. That when they showed my age on that, I seen 38, I go, yep, it's about time. It's about time.
I bet he
But,
got all of his feelings when he seen
No,
that.
I was on
Yes, you
it.
did.
But no,
Yes, you
It's
did.
just another number because I mean I don't feel
yeah, I
down,
don't feel
right?
right. Yeah, no, you still feel good. No, so like seeing that, so it changes to the older you get. It's like the more things they tack on. Like I
Yes.
think I have to do like a fucking a neurosurgeon, a neuro test or whatever.
Neurology test.
Yeah,
gotta get
neurology
it.
test. Go.
Yeah, MRI too.
No, not yet. Dude, let me tell you about this. So, to get a neuro test, or even see a neurosurgeon, is fucking impossible, right? Unless you schedule like months in advance. For some unknown reason, a neurosurgeon was like unable to do it. I had to pay $350 off rip to have some doctor in North Carolina. I mean, he was legit.
But you do a consultation?
No,
or,
he did it.
Evaluation?
Yeah, he did. Well, he did the test because shout out to Tim Lloyd. Tim Lloyd set that up.
Yes, sir.
He got it. He got it done. $350. Dog, my last fight, bro. Man, it was crazy. All these people that think like going pro. Let me tell you guys about going pro. You're not gonna make money off that. And honestly, I could have used.
We got 5 minutes, gentlemen.
Oh, I did this real quick. Honestly, I'll say this tonight.
Cut off the podcast. That's about to take us out. I'm about to start crying.
Honestly, I'll tell you guys real quick. Anybody that's wanting to go pro real quick, have your money in order, have your game plan in order. Use the people, literally use your platform to get money.
Yes, use your resources.
Yeah, use your resources.
And promote yourself.
Yeah, because
like your boy does.
4 minutes, nigga. So, me being stupid and prideful, I was like, man, fuck that. I can do this on my own. I don't want extra money. Fuck that. Next time, motherfuckers, I need some help. So I had to pawn in my PS5, bro. I was like, just so I can do the neurosurgery, make the money. Then I had to the money that I made back from the fight. I felt so bad because I wanted to pay my homies, man. I wanted to pay John, I wanted to pay Trevor for giving their time, and I couldn't do that shit.
That's understandable.
Yeah. So, but I had to give a PS5. Fuck that.
But you can't. I mean, you get what most people get 4 to fight, 4 to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, as a debut.
You're lucky.
I can't say that I went through that.
The win is over there, too. That's if you end up
Yeah.
And if you're the hometown guy, you're gonna make your money. If you're not,
Yes,
I wasn't gonna make shit. I seen what my homie made to do that fall. Shout out to Cali. I was being nosy. I wasn't pocket watching, but I happened to look. I'm like, God damn, he made that much? Because they had the prices and shit.
Shout out to ticket sales too. All of the stuff that they did and everything else.
It'd be like that, man. But I never had to go through that when I first started. But midway through, I did get put in that situation.
Yeah, a little tight.
When I went to we were almost in DC and I fought, and the promoter, I would say their name, but they ain't gonna get no clout on the Mr. Red Rims podcast. They tried to short me my whole fight first. After Antoine Curtis almost got a shot in the drive-through the day before.
That was
Before. You ain't heard that story. We're gonna talk about that off camera because we got 3 minutes left.
They cut your black ass off.
But gentlemen, I want to thank y'all for coming on today.
No problem.
Airing some of our stuff out and talking about the Savage Combat Sports business. We will return this fall. We're gonna all get our shit together and be on the correct page. So when we coming in hot, coming in full force. And Paul, why you about to laugh, sir?
Wow, bro. Coming in raw. I'm like, God damn, though.
Hollywood.
Yeah.
But go ahead and say it. Hollywood Maxwell, say it. Say it one time, Paul.
Hollywood humble.
But anyways, as we wrap it up, I appreciate you guys for coming on and finally having this conversation. We were actually supposed to do this last weekend, but
Make some time, bro.
motherfuckers had shit to do, and everybody's schedules didn't align. But thank you for coming on. This is the Mr. Red Rims podcast, and shout out to my guest Antoine from the Few Regrets
You
podcast.
gotta use all 60 minutes. All right, let's wrap this.
Yeah, right.
I'm not gonna use it,
He
but
trying to get his money's worth. Your phone gonna cut your black ass off.
That shit's gonna get to 58.
Look,
wait, 59. That shit gonna cut the fuck off.
Gonna fucking disappear.
Okay, it's cool. But as we're closing out, I'd like to, thank everybody for tuning in. My last episode was wonderful. Thank you guys. Keep tuning in, following, liking, sharing, subscribe. Follow me at the Mr. Red Rims on YouTube and at Mr. Red Rims on Spotify. We're also available on other things, and I put that in the description. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, over, out, peace grease, chicken grease, all that cool shit. Peace.
Peace. God damn, that boy, he's gonna get his